to a new episode of Aviation Top 3, the show where I pick my top 3 based on an aviation related topic. And in today's episode we will talk about 3 airlines most affected or possibly most affected by the Brexit. Now obviously discussions in the last couple of weeks have been quite heated, so please keep it civilized in the comments below. Now there can be little doubt that the Brexit will have an influence on the entire aviation industry all over the world. However, of course, mostly airlines based in Britain will be affected by the Brexit. And that is why I'm not considering Ryanair in this episode. Despite having a huge presence on the British aviation market, Ryanair is registered in the Republic of Ireland, which is a member of the European Union, and has a lot of traffic outside the UK as well. Now my pick as the possibly third most affected airline by the Brexit, I've chosen Air Berlin. Now you might say, Air Berlin, that's a strange choice, but hold on a second, because Air Berlin is actually registered at the stock exchange in London. Now if Air Berlin would have to move back to a German stock exchange after German law due to their dire financial situation, Air Berlin would actually be considered bankrupt. That means that Air Berlin would have to find a stock exchange based in another European Union country with lesser regulations than in Germany, just so they could keep flying. My second pick is British Airways, and this might need a little bit of explanation. Now, British Airways is part of IAG, also called International Airlines Group. Also member of that is Iberia and Vueling. So if Britain should lose its access to the European market, British Airways could potentially go through the back door and its connections to Iberia and Vueling. However, in reality, British Airways is the majority shareholder in IAG and controlling Iberia and Vueling. Now, according to European law, any airline based in the European Union cannot be controlled by an entity coming from outside the European Union. Now, since the UK will leave the European Union, British Airways would not anymore be considered an airline based in the European Union, and therefore would actually have to cut its ties to Iberia and Vueling, and thereby also losing any ability to access and gain access to the European market if negotiations between the European Union and the UK don't go well for British Airways. My number one pick as the airline mostly affected by the Brexit is EasyJet, and it is not surprising that shortly after the results of the referendum were clear, the airline announced a profit warning for the third quarter of this year. Now, the reason why EasyJet potentially is so much more affected by the Brexit than any other airline is simply down to the fact that 49% of all EasyJet traffic goes between the UK and the EU, and it is therefore not surprising that the head of EasyJet, Carolyn McCall, has already announced that EasyJet is seeking an AOC in a European Union based country other than the UK to ensure the future of the airline. These were my 3 picks of the potentially most affected airlines by the Brexit. But what do you think? What airlines do you think will be affected by the Brexit, or maybe not at all by the Brexit? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, but please remember to keep it civilized. And with that, I would like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.